Ever notice how in the season 1 intro, Steven looked kind of upset when Garnet ruffled his hair, but in the new intro, everyone does it and he seems happy about it? I don't know if there's any deeper meaning behind that, but I do think that it fits his character better.
Log date 7112.
Peridot's microcassette recorder makes its first appearance. We'll get an origin story for that at the end of the season. Other than her limb enhancers, it's like her most iconic accessory. They get this wrong though, she pushes all the wrong buttons throughout this episode. Record to stop, play to rewind. Like, the storyboarders have never used one of these before.
It's the third rotation of the Earth since commencements of a collaborative approach to stopping the cluster.
I was right, these episodes are on back-to-back days. I'll shut up about it now that it's confirmed fact.
I've finished drawing up the blueprints for the drill head.
Why are they drawing the blueprint on a chalkboard? I'm no drafter, at least not professionally, but I've always seen schematics and blueprints on something easy to copy. If not a CAD model, a big old piece of paper. And not something that's gonna get erased the moment it starts raining.
So that doesn't explain the spontaneous singing while crying.
Alright, the show is self-aware at least. Though the singing while crying comes later. Despite the amount of songs, and despite the amount of crying, none of them have overlapped yet.
We did destroy all her stuff. I thought it might make her feel a little better.
Claude! Money, Claude! Running out of ways to say Claude.
Yeah, that's the sound of a Peridot who feels better.
I chased away those cows. Let's get to work.
Whose cows? Maybe from a neighboring farm that wander into this property? It can't be cows from this property because nobody lives here to take care of them.
Would you mind unfusing? It's making me incredibly uncomfortable.
This is funny, and a nice callback to Pearl saying Peridot should be put on a leash, but I expected a bit more violence from Garnet.
No. I said I needed tungsten. Tungsten?
Two things about tungsten. Firstly, where are you gonna find that much tungsten without breaking a million light bulbs or stealing all of the drill bits in the whole state? Secondly, I was actually surprised to find out that tungsten probably wouldn't melt at the core of the Earth because of the pressure. It would heat up enough to get too soft to use for a drill, though. There's no material on Earth that could realistically drill that far down, so we're following cartoon physics going forward.
Tungsten.
A third thing about tungsten, it's also called wolfram, which is an infinitely cooler name. That's why the atomic symbol is W, one of the most badass elements on the table.
I just need some sort of leverage optimizer.
Leverage optimizer?
That's what I said.
Oh, you mean you want a screwdriver?
I'll be honest, I would not have guessed screwdriver based on leverage optimizer. I would have guessed the claw part of that hammer.
Peridot. These?
Touch stumps.
This?
Gravity connectors.
Peridot called both of these things fingers and a foot a couple episodes ago, but that was also when she was talking about her limb enhancers. I guess the body parts and the prosthetics have different words, but it would be like if you called glasses eyes and your eyes something else. Kind of weird.
She's not going to the kindergarten without a chaperone.
What? You've got to be joking.
You'll know when I'm joking.
Garnet has like 4 lines in this whole episode, but they're all home runs. How far she's come from the beginning of season 1. They came all the way to the kindergarten with 0 tools. Steven's up here just smashing it with a fucking rock.
The Amethyst and the Steven have volunteered to help me dismantle this Era 1 drill. How stylistically displeasing. The newer ones have a nicer finish.
Era 1, huh? That's the first time hearing about that. Gem history is separated into 2 eras, with Era 2 starting at a certain event. A lot of people mentioned in the comments that the 2 at the end of every log date that Peridot says stands for Era 2. But Era 2 has been around for a long time. Why are the other numbers so small? What do they represent?
Nerd. You are a nerd. Amethyst, cut that out.
Nerd is like the mildest insult of all time. It's almost a term of endearment. But of course it fits well with Peridot. She's a fucking nerd.
She's not even fighting. She's, she just, like a...
Is this motion supposed to be 2 rocks knocking together? And what is she implying here? An innuendo I'm not getting? Oh, whoa, rare amethyst star eye? Just 1, because of course it's just 1.
His organic half consumes so much energy that he has to constantly feed, and he spends so much time expelling that he has a whole room dedicated to it.
If real aliens come to Earth, I think they would kill at stand-up comedy just by doing this sort of observational humor. Who better to talk about the weird things we do on Earth than someone who thinks all of Earth is weird? I would love to see a comedy show put on by some green slime creature, especially if he sounds like Norm Macdonald. On the opposite side of that coin, poop jokes, really?
No, really. Pearl is a pearl. Garnet is a fusion. I don't even know what he's supposed to be.
Hey,
You're the only crystal gem that's actually a gem.
Are pearls gems? Like in real life? I know they're not minerals since they're made inside an animal, but like, are they still gems? My intuition says no, but I don't know. We're delving into actual gemology on Gemology today.
You outrank everyone on your team. They should be listening to you. You're a strong, singular, fully functional soldier.
Here we go with more of the caste system. Last episode we found out that according to Homeworld Society, Pearl would be at the bottom of the social ladder. Here we find that Amethyst should be at the top, at least among the crystal gems. Amethyst is nowhere near the top on Homeworld itself, but I guess they're under some sort of martial law, so certain gems have to listen to the soldiers.
Despite the fact that you're defective.
defective?
Well, sure. You're small.
You're one to talk, Peridot. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. That's exactly where this episode is going to go by the end.
This is the hole you came out of. Too small, too low. The exit marks look about 500 years newer than every other hole.
I don't think 500 is accurate. The timeline as I know it has the Gem War ending 6,000 years ago, but it began 1,000 years before that, and the gems from this kindergarten emerged even before that. If Amethyst was 500 years younger than the rest of the gems here, she would have come out right in the middle of the war, which isn't the case. She was here alone until Rose Quartz found her. 500 is not an accurate number.
You should be twice your size. Broad-shouldered, intimidating, but you simply stayed in the ground too long.
Are you saying I'm wrong?
Genetically speaking, yes.
Gemetic? Like gem genetics? We're dealing with some Hideo Kojima level writing here.
Hey, soldier, maybe you can help me get this hunk of drill off. See, look at that. You can do everything a normal quartz can do.
This whole episode is an allegory for discrimination based on disability. Replace Amethyst with, say, someone with Down syndrome, and all of the things Peridot says become horribly offensive. Saying, you're not supposed to be like that, or you can do everything a normal person can do, is the hallmark of someone with absolutely no exposure to people with disabilities. It's not usually malicious, and can usually be fixed just by discussing it like adults. I say this, yet I believe nothing is off limits when it comes to jokes. Just make sure those jokes are in good taste, which Peridots are not.
To think we'd be using the same technology that started all this to fix it. This drill is pure irony.
Actually, it's mostly carbonite.
Cartoon chemistry again. Carbonite isn't a real material, or rather not one you can make anything out of. It all comes from that fictional stuff Han Solo was frozen in.
That's funny, I'm so funny.
Where did they find this recording of me writing these videos?
That was the incorrect response. Hey, Amethyst isn't laughing when I do these things. Why isn't she laughing?
Peridot, you really hurt her feelings.
A lot of people like to interpret Peridot's character as a stand-in for someone with autism, which makes a lot of sense. This scene, or rather this whole episode, shows her not picking up on these social cues. Actually, it's a good parallel if Amethyst is the stand-in for someone with a physical disability.
I was being cool. Amethyst loved it.
I also think that before arriving on Earth, the only social interaction Peridot got was being given assignments. The rest of her life was probably flying solo. Not to mention the caste system again. If a gem higher than her on the totem pole insulted her, she'd just be expected to take it. You'd probably get desensitized to stuff like that after long enough. Steven doesn't have the aptitude for engineering a drill, but man, it would suck to be on Peridot leash duty all the time. That wire that Peridot just plugged in is gone in this shot and then comes back later in the scene. My hypothesis about the big crystal head thing on the injectors being the battery or engine is kinda null and void. The power source for the drill seems like it's inside this assembly somewhere. Tiny magic battery or something. Look at the ups this kid's got. Steven's high jump power gets unlocked next season, but this could be an early glance at it.
Wait!
I was about to ask how nobody has tripped on this rock yet, and then I realized that all of these rocks were stirred up by the rogue drill. These are new rocks, and I might have worms in my head. Dizzy spiral eye shape. It showed up once in Shirt Club before, so it's not that rare.
It's okay, everything's okay. It was just a drill.
I love this joke so much, and I feel like the writers had this scene and this joke planned first, and wrote a whole episode around it. That's how good it is. It had to see the light of day. All the shippers yet again frothing at the mouth.
We leave for 1 second and everything goes off the rails!
Relax, it's not that off the rails. The most destruction happened to the ground. The drill is fine as far as I can tell. In this shot you can see a couch and a TV in the loft, which is an important setting for a later episode.
That was a close one. It's a good thing Peridot was there to save you.
Yes, it is a good thing.
Am I wrong to think that the drill incident wasn't as dire as the episode wants me to think it was? It's almost like the show forgot how tough all of the gems are. If Amethyst got hit with a drill, the worst that would happen is her getting knocked out for a couple hours, tops.
Why are you Earth ones so difficult?
Log date 7112.
Holy shit, this is an awesome way to do an apology. Do it pre-recorded so you don't stumble over your words. Wait, maybe not. I think this is getting a little bit too close to a YouTuber apology. It all depends on how good the apology itself is.
I'm still learning. I hope you understand. I want to understand. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, that's a damn good apology. YouTubers take notes. I'm taking notes right now.
How do you feel?
Big.
Intentional framing to make Peridot bigger in this shot? Don't think I don't notice things like that. This episode, compared to the last few and the next few, is kind of a lackluster one. I say that, yet this episode is still really good. Ironically, Garnet is the funniest character in the episode, and it manages to cover a pretty serious topic while making it appropriate for a kids show. Having the gems and alien race be a stand-in for real people dealing with real-world issues is something this show is perfectly set up to do. And I realize that the show has used the gems in that way before, but this episode does it so well. And if you want to see new videos from me a week before they premiere on YouTube, you can subscribe to my Patreon for just a couple bucks. The link is in the description, as always. Biggest shoutouts to my Grandmaster patron, Scala LD, Grandmaster of Traffic. Behold, as cars part like Moses parting the Red Sea. And shoutout to my master patron, Geeky Game Guru, master of dinosaur trivia. I'm not even into dinosaurs, but holy shit. And shoutouts to my journeyman patrons, Alicia in Nevada, Henri Wickers, Bippy121, Bob the Turtle 352, Boomblorp, Bright Galaxy, Cool Waffle, Dr. Moon, Fox Certified, GPW, Glingle123, Horsey Jumper, Lazarus, Let's Run Into This Corner, Oh No, We're Cornered, Loga, Marsh, Max Buchek, Netabag. Not gonna lie, kinda messed up. Amethyst encouraged Peridot to make fun of everyone, but was upset when she got made fun of. Raphael Williams, Roberty, Sam Bishop, Silly Alien Lady, The Cloaked Goat, The One True Fusion, Tricky Van Ricky, Wingo Dingo, Yotawo, and ZT the Fish Guy. Next episode is The Answer. I know the answer.
42.